Alright, what is up, you guys? It's the Sandman, back at it with another GNR Guns N' Roses reaction. This one is still off of Appetite for Destruction, and this one's actually based on popular demand, guys. So we're going out of order a bit on the track listing here. A lot of you guys suggested Rocket Queen Live from the RITZ, and it makes sense to do the RITZ because, again, earlier in their years, I'm just getting into their whole discography, so it makes sense, right? So let's go and see what they got. Rocket Queen, let's get it. Looks like an encore. He's got the shades on. I think this is one of the last songs on the album as well, so it makes sense. Woo! This is kind of like James Hetfield, right? A little bit. I think this guy's Steven Adler. That's his name. Ooh, I love this bass. Woo! Wow, really nice. Wow, nice. Wow, so I don't, maybe just because the encore, they're just doing a little jam out session right here. So I was expecting some second verse lyrics and all that, but it looks like they're just kind of jamming out. It's just great because I caught some really cool things here. I love the double stop fills, the fills that Slash is playing here, but right in the intro, just from the bass. At first, I was really digging the bass line in the intro. The dun 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 dun. I love that. Really catchy. And then when I think Izzy came in on top of that, and I was like, wow. For some reason, man, Izzy's really growing on me. He's really growing on me, man. His stage presence, the outfit, the timing, and his chemistry with Slash is really awesome. So I've seen a few of their live performances now, and he's really someone I'm really appreciating. I wonder how much of the writing he does. I'm very curious to see, because even this song is really different. This song's like the chord progression is very cyclical, right? Each chord is a lot of different chords going on in the verse. So it's an F sharp, so the F sharp power chord. But you can kind of hear, like, in the last two chords, they build up some good tension with the B up to the C sharp. So you know what? Let's outline that progression, man. He didn't say anything really here anyway. So let's just follow that progression a bit. Let's go. Let's wrap up the first verse. Here we go. Look at that. Really nice. F sharp. A. E. Back to F sharp. And look, starts with the F sharp, right? But when they ends it on the F sharp again, it's like up an octave, it sounds like. Here we go. There. B. C sharp. Everything's different. It's a whole cycle. F sharp. E. A. B. And then E to F sharp at the end. Woo! Listen to that. Look at that. Dun, 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 dun. Look at that, man. Really good. And I love the turnaround lick at the end. Ooh. Really digging it. Really digging it. This lets me pick up on a lot of things going on behind the scenes, right? Behind the vocals. Even Izzy's playing the fills too. Here we go. Woo! Oh! Get him out of here! Wow, this is sick. Ooh, key change. Still got it even after smoking the dart. Man. Oh. Okay. right, so a lot of things, man, that just happened. Since last time I stopped, I couldn't stop it in the middle because everything right there was just first of all caught me by surprise, and I want to let it kind of sink in, and second, so many cool things just all tied into this like last third of the song, bridge and onwards. Um, so that just kind of breakdown that started off the dun 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 dun. You know, it's like I like that because it really it tells like a story in itself, right? It's two chords, the E to the B, and then to the up to the C sharp. It starts again with the E, then it goes A to B. So just those last two chords drop down a whole step there. So it's a nice little thing because it's tied into that E minor that holds it and the set like that's like that foundation, and then it kind of like descends. The second half of the song, it's like a descending, or second half of the bridge cycle, the cycle of chords descends again. So you'll see what I'm talking about, but and then and then there's that picking pattern that's kind of like picking out the individual notes and the chords during when Axl kicks in with the vocals there. And these guys just had a whole set, it looks like. They're all smoking darts. And his voice even sounds probably even better. It's like that made his voice better. You know what I mean? I thought his voice would be kind of shot and fried. I don't really do that. I wouldn't know what it does to your voice, but I mean, I would assume it would be a little more strained or something, a little more gravelly or whatever. But man, he hits that with some energy and soul right there. You got the solo. The solo was a classic. Was a really great solo because it really outlines the progression of the bridge, note for note, right? You'll hear it when it comes back again, but note for note. Then it still goes kind of outlining note for note when the chords change, but then he mixed up the rhythm, like the you know what I mean? Like he mixes that little stuff in there, and then he just goes bam, full on slash mode. I'm just gonna guess out of thin air, you know, natural minor scale, quick runs, starting with the pentatonic, blah blah blah, going up. Into like position 3, I believe, is where he likes to end a lot of those runs on, and just like, you know, but yeah, let's start right here, man. Really great stuff. Also, even during that breakdown little jam session there, Slash hit some really fiery blues licks, just one-off licks here and there, man. Even when during the smoking session, whatever, they were still he was hitting some really cool licks, just like chilling up there. Those are some of my favorite licks of the whole performance, honestly. Just like him just chilling up there, and yeah, I'll run those at the end. But man, Izzy really didn't mixed up his groove as well with the riffs. There's another part that I probably won't get to, but like during the main riff, where they changed the remember that key change that happened earlier up with the chords in the verse. They played that main riff and they mixed up the rhythm there too. So maybe I'll touch on it at the end, but this video's getting kind of long, so maybe not. But a lot of cool things that they did in this performance. Really enjoyed it. Drumming and everything, right? The drumming really kicked things into gear, man. When the instrumentation, when the first breakdown started earlier in the song, really feeling it. Tied into the riffs really nicely and all that. But let's kick it here to this bridge, man. I want to hear Axl's vocals again. Let's go. I see you standing on your own, in such a lonely place for you, where you tell me if you need a shoulder, or if you need a friend, I'll be here standing until the end. Come on, man. Come on. What is that? That is crazy. How does he get? His range is absolutely insane. I actually saw a cool fact where he has the biggest range. I'm actually not. Actually, I take that back. But I saw some cool chart where his range was like huge, and then the guy and the people below him were just like significantly smaller in comparison. So I don't know. I saw it years ago. This was years ago. So I don't know what. I have to look it up again just to make sure. But it's crazy. Whoa. Right off the chords. Yeah, yeah. Woo. Well, honestly, that might be my favorite live performance that I've reacted to so far. So really awesome. What a way to end a set, man. I mean, this song had it all. This song really went really emotional there as well during that part, man. Crazy. What a voice. Just a lot of soul, a lot of I mean, forget the grit and the energy and the the badassery, you know what I mean? This guy got some real soul in his voice. Absolutely crazy. Um, but yeah. I mean, it sounds like a song about a relationship, right? That's what it sounded like. But I actually looked at the background. It's actually based on a friend the band had, or that Axel in particular had while they were coming up. She would hang out with them, and it was like this like 19, 20-year old chick that would hang out with them, and reminded him of Rocket Queen. That's what they kind of coined her as, I guess. And it's kind of like the song is about standing, being there for her in the future, right? Even as things change and go on. Um, and it's kind of like a friend to friend conversation, right? I've seen everything that's manageable, honey. You'd be surprised. I'm a sexual innuendo in this burned out paradise. So it's got this like cockiness. Um, I ain't naive. Here I am, and you're a rocket queen. Yeah, I might be too much, but you're a bit obscene. So it's kind of like they both share that like obscenity, right? Um, they got that chemistry going. And if I say I don't need anyone, I can say these things to you because I can turn anyone just like I've turned on you. So it's like acknowledging stuff you've done in the past, but now it's like coming to terms with it. Um, yeah, shoulder friend to cry on, walking out in the rain. I mean, it's all these cool little things right there, man. Really emotional song. Um, Yeah, so I just want to hear that again because I forgot what the verse sounded like as I was reading the lyrics and recapping because I was so immersed in the second half and everything like that. But that's what it sounded like. Cool. Okay, well that's it, guys. Lot to lot to unpack right there. I love doing it though. Rocket Queen live, heck of a performance, man. It's the Sandman checking out. Peace.